The sun was setting, casting long shadows across the nearly empty grocery store parking lot. Jack Lawson stepped out of his truck, stretching his legs after a long day. His old, but well-kept Ford F-150 sat proudly in the lot, its military veteran license plate gleaming in the fading light. Jack wasn't the kind of man to brag about his past, but his truck told a story. Army decals, an old 82nd Airborne Division patch stuck to the rear window, and a bumper sticker that simply read, "I served." He had fought in 2 wars. He had seen things that still haunted his nights. But now, he was just a man trying to pick up some groceries and enjoy his peace. Too bad some kids had other plans. Across the lot, 3 teenagers sat on the hood of an old beat-up Honda, laughing too loud, their voices carrying in the evening air. They weren't looking for trouble. But when they saw Jack's truck, something changed. "Yo, check that out," Tyler, the ringleader, snickered, nudging his friend Mason. Mason squinted. "What? The truck?" "Nah," Tyler grinned. "The war hero plates." The third kid, Connor, laughed, shaking his head. "Dude probably thinks he's some badass. Bet he tells war stories to get free coffee." Tyler grinned wider. "Let's give the old man something to talk about." Mason hesitated. "Come on, man, it's just a truck." Tyler ignored him. He was already walking. While Jack was inside the store, grabbing a 6-pack of beer and a frozen dinner, Tyler and Connor went to work. They pulled out a spray paint can from their car. Red paint hissed across the truck's tailgate, defacing the veteran plates. Connor keyed the side, dragging deep scratches along the paint. Tyler scrawled mocking words across the truck's door. "Baby killer. Should have stayed overseas. War dog." And the final insult? Connor spat on the door handle. Then they ran back to their car, laughing hysterically. Jack walked out of the store, a plastic bag in one hand, keys in the other. The moment he saw his truck, he stopped dead. His grip on the plastic bag tightened. His breathing slowed. The laughter from across the lot hadn't stopped. Jack turned slowly, locking eyes with the kids by the Honda. Tyler and Connor were still chuckling. Mason, he looked uneasy. Jack walked up to his truck, ran his fingers over the fresh spray paint, the deep gouges in the metal. He exhaled through his nose. It wasn't anger that boiled inside him. It was something colder, something controlled. Jack had fought men with guns. He had survived ambushes, firefights, explosions. 3 teenage punks, not even a challenge. Jack set his groceries on the hood, cracked open a beer, and took a slow sip. Then, without taking his eyes off them, he smiled, because now it was his turn. Jack set his beer down carefully on the hood of his truck. He wasn't angry. Anger was for amateurs. Instead, he was calm, cold, focused, because he'd dealt with worse than punk kids with spray paint. His truck might be scratched and vandalized, but his pride untouched. And right now, he was about to teach these boys the hardest lesson of their lives. Tyler, Mason, and Connor were still laughing, watching him from their car. They thought they had gotten away with it. Jack didn't even look at them. He just pulled out his phone, opened the store's security app, and tapped into the parking lot cameras. Boom, clear as day. 3 jackasses caught in full HD, vandalizing his truck. Jack smirked. Game on. Jack wasn't the kind of man to call the cops. No, he had his own way of handling things. After checking the footage, he noted the license plate number on the kid's Honda. Then, using some old Army recon skills, he did a quick background search. Didn't take long. Within 20 minutes, Jack had a name. Tyler Henshaw, Badanetavda. Rich kid. Daddy owned a few businesses. Probably thought he was untouchable. Jack just smiled. Not today, kid. That night, Jack drove across town, rolling up to the local skate park where kids like Tyler liked to hang out. And sure enough, there they were, laughing, goofing off, completely unaware of what was coming. Jack pulled his truck up to the curb, turned off the engine, and stepped out. The moment Tyler saw him, his grin faltered. Jack strolled up slowly, casual but commanding. He wasn't loud. He didn't yell. He just stood there, looking down at them. "Nice truck, huh?" Jack said, voice calm as a winter storm. Tyler shifted. Yeah, I guess." Jack nodded. "Yeah, used to be nicer before some little shits decided to wreck it." The air shifted. Connor's smirk vanished. Mason looked away. Tyler swallowed hard. Jack took one step closer. "You boys have fun last night?" No answer. He tilted his head. "Come on, I just want to hear the joke. Must have been hilarious, huh?" Silence. Tyler finally spoke, trying to sound confident. "Dude, it's just a truck." Jack chuckled, then faster than anyone expected. He grabbed Tyler by the collar and yanked him close. "Say that again," Jack murmured, voice low and dangerous. Tyler's breath hitched. Just a joke, man," he stammered. Jack leaned in slightly, his grip tight as iron. "I lost friends in that uniform," he whispered. "Friends who died so you could sit here acting like a punk. You want to disrespect me? Fine. But you don't ever disrespect their memory." Tyler tried to pull back. Jack didn't let go. "You're gonna fix it," Jack said, voice even, controlled. Tyler blinked. "What?" Jack released him, stepping back. "You heard me. You're gonna fix my truck. Every scratch, every spray mark, every damn thing. And if you don't," Jack smiled, "I promise you, kid, I will make your life a living hell." For the next 3 hours, Tyler, Mason, and Connor scrubbed, cleaned, and polished Jack's truck. Under his watchful eye. Jack didn't help. He didn't make it easy. When Tyler complained his arms were tired, Jack just chuckled. "Oh, your arms are tired? Man, I remember being pinned down in the desert for 16 hours without food or water. But please, tell me how hard this is." Tyler shut up. By the time they were done, their hands were raw, their faces red with shame. Jack inspected their work. Then, he tossed a $50 bill on the ground. "For the cleaning supplies," he said. "The rest? You owe me in sweat." Tyler, for the first time, looked up, ashamed but grateful. Jack just shook his head. "Be better." And with that, he got in his truck and drove off. Tyler, he never vandalized another car again. Mason, he later joined the Army. Connor, he started volunteering at a local veterans shelter because Jack didn't just teach them a lesson about respect, he changed them. And that was a victory worth more than any revenge.